You know, probably for me, one of the most important things when I show up to a new body of water, I mean, anywhere in the country, is what I can accomplish with my Garmin units. One of the first things that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up my depth shades. When you look at this map, it may look like confusion to you, but it's all about me understanding what depths I'm looking at. I generally use the same colors year after year, so I have a reference in my mind what every depth is. I generally go in 5-foot increments other than the first 1 to 3 foot. I always shade that in red just because that to me is danger. Red means danger. And when I figure out a bite, when I go to a lake and I start catching them in 10 or 12 foot of water, I can look around that lake and I can duplicate that pattern or that type of offshore cover that I'm looking for throughout the course of the lake. Another real key to throwing a crankbait, especially if you're trying to cover multiple depth zones with a bait that's designed to dive, you know, 3 to 5 foot deep, is when you first start your retrieve, you can actually hold your rod tip up when you've got that bait up in shallower water. And as soon as you start feeling it lose contact with the bottom, you can just then take your rod down toward the surface of the water and you can get that extra foot or two of depth that you're looking for. There's one right there, that's a good one. You know, one of the biggest things about a crankbait fish is making sure that you don't put too much pressure on them. I mean, I can see that fish isn't hooked very good. I mean, I'm gonna run a fairly light drag all the time when I'm fighting a fish on a crankbait, even to the point where if that fish wants to run, I can just pull line a little bit. You can see right now I'm just feeding that fish some line. Generally, if you don't rush a fish on a crankbait, you're not gonna lose them very often. But when you let them jump, that's usually when they get you. Now that isn't a giant, but that is a Texas bass. Man, I love to catch them on a RkCrawler. Get some more.